Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Young and Restless exclusive. Joshua Morrow reveals why Nick will never ever step into Victor's shoes. Nick Newman is not his father's son. The young and the restless viewers know what makes Victor tick, and his son doesn't seem to have that same drive. That polar opposition works just fine for Joshua Morrow, who shared with Soaps.com that Victor has very strong demands and very strong ideas about what he wants his kids to be doing despite what they want to do with their lives. Morrow knows that Nick is the opposite. His dad is all corporate and Nick is, well, we will let Morrow describe him. The father and son's vastly different approaches to business are likely why Nick will never, ever step into Victor's shoes. Nick is the guy clocking out at 5 p.m., as he undoes the tie and heads out the door. As Morrow jokes, Nick is never working late. He's always thinking about his next lunch or his next golf match. But just because his character isn't a shark in the boardroom doesn't mean Nick is a lost soul at Newman Enterprises. He plays a very vital role. He wants to protect his sister. He wants to keep the peace with his sister and brother. Morrow explains of his peacekeeper place in the Newman family. He wants to make sure his mom is taken care of. He wants to try and calm his dad down. Nick never really picks a side, because he wants everyone to get along, and he wants what's best for the family. Yeah, that sounds nothing like Victor. Morrow is completely happy with the fact that Nick is never going to be an aspiring, demanding, domineering businessman. He adds that Nick is not the grown-up in the room, but he's no slouch either. He's just the dude that is like, all right, you guys act crazy and then I'm going to clean it up and I'll take care of everything for you. Nick's loyalty to his family and friends might find him at odds with his father, and yes, his sometimes impulsive decisions get him in trouble, but he's just trying to do right by everyone. In the bustling world of Genoa City, where intrigue and drama intertwine, Joshua Morrow, the actor behind the stalwart Nick Newman on The Young and the Restless, recently sat down for an exclusive interview. His revelation about why his character Nick will never ever step into Victor's shoes sent shockwaves through the fanbase. As Morrow delved into the depths of Nick's psyche, he unraveled the intricate tapestry that defines the father-son dynamic between Nick and Victor Newman, played by the legendary Eric Braeden. Morrow began with a reflective tone. Nick has always been in Victor's shadow. From a young age he admired his father's business acumen and larger-than-life persona. But admiration can often turn to resentment, especially when expectations are sky-high. Nick Newman grew up with the world at his feet courtesy of his father's immense wealth and influence. Victor, the self-made mogul, built Newman Enterprises from the ground up, embodying power and ruthlessness. While Nick was groomed to inherit this empire, his heart often rebelled against the path laid out for him. Joshua Morrow's insight into Nick's internal conflict added a new layer of understanding for fans. Nick's relationship with Victor is complex. Morrow explained, he loves his father, but he's also been deeply hurt by him. Victor's expectations are crushing. He wants Nick to be a mirror image of himself, but Nick is fundamentally different. Morrow's words painted a vivid picture of Nick's struggle. Unlike Victor, whose business dealings are often steeped in manipulation and cutthroat tactics, Nick's approach to life is more compassionate and principled. He cherishes personal connections and values integrity over power plays. This intrinsic difference is a significant factor in Nick's reluctance to step into Victor's shoes. Nick has always been more about family and less about the bottom line, Morrow continued. He values relationships and strives to do the right thing, even when it's not the most profitable choice. This is where he and Victor clash the most. The actor shared an anecdote that encapsulated this difference. During a pivotal storyline, Victor orchestrated a ruthless corporate takeover that jeopardized countless jobs. Nick, appalled by his father's disregard for people's lives, stood up to him in a dramatic confrontation. This moment was a turning point, showcasing Nick's refusal to compromise his values for the sake of power. That scene was intense, Morrow recalled. Nick's anger wasn't just about the takeover, It was about years of bottled-up frustration. He couldn't understand how his father could be so heartless. It was a defining moment where Nick realized he could never be Victor. Morrow's portrayal of Nick in these high-stakes scenarios has always been a testament to his acting prowess. He brings a palpable authenticity to Nick's dilemmas, making viewers empathize with his character's choices. As he delved deeper into Nick's mindset, Morrow highlighted another critical aspect: Nick's desire for independence. Nick wants to carve his own path, Morrow said with conviction. He doesn't want to be seen as just Victor Newman's son. He wants to build something of his own, something that reflects his values and beliefs. This desire for independence is evident in Nick's numerous attempts to establish his own businesses, from the underground nightclub to the more recent ventures. Each endeavor represents his struggle to step out of Victor's looming shadow and define his own legacy. However, these ventures often put him at odds with his father, leading to heated clashes and emotional turmoil. Morrow touched upon the emotional weight Nick carries due to his tumultuous relationship with Victor. The constant push and pull, the love and resentment have shaped Nick into a multifaceted character who is both strong and vulnerable. Nick's journey is about finding a balance, Morrow explained. He's torn between wanting his father's approval and rejecting the part of Victor that he can't accept. It's a constant battle that defines who he is. As the interview progressed, Morrow revealed a poignant detail about Nick's internal struggle, his fear of becoming like Victor. This fear, deeply rooted in his psyche, drives many of Nick's decisions. He is haunted by the possibility of inheriting his father's ruthless traits, and this fear often propels him in the opposite direction. Nick is terrified of losing himself, Morrow confided. He's seen what power has done to Victor: the sacrifices, the loneliness, the alienation. Nick doesn't want that for himself. He wants to be a good father, a good partner, and a good man. This revelation resonated deeply with fans who have watched Nick's evolution over the years. His journey is not just about rebelling against Victor, but also about self-preservation and the quest for a meaningful, fulfilling life. Morrow's insights into Nick's character shed light on why he will never fully step into Victor's shoes, because doing so would mean losing his essence. In conclusion, Joshua Morrow's exclusive interview provided a profound understanding of Nick Newman's character arc. It highlighted the intricacies of the father-son dynamic, the internal struggles, and the fundamental differences that set Nick apart from Victor. As fans continue to watch Nick navigate the treacherous waters of Genoa City, they now do so with a deeper appreciation of his journey, knowing that his refusal to become Victor is not a weakness, but a testament to his strength and integrity.